DeSantis, because that's the next story.
Oh,
our political thing is DeSantis changes his campaign leadership. He gets rid of his campaign manager.
His campaign manager.
Replacing his campaign manager, the Florida governor capped a turbulent period of layoffs, financial worries, and a shift in strategy against Donald Trump. He needs to change his strategy because right now
it's too late. The message is out there. The message is mean.
He had it in the beginning. He was Terminator 3. Remember I said, if y'all go back and look at our old shows, he was Terminator 3.
Yes.
He was able to crush Trump. And he's so stupid, he didn't know how to take it.
Yeah.
He talked too much.
Power went to his head.
The power went to his head.
His new campaign manager is not
going to do no better. They're going to try to change his image. Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida is shaking up his presidential campaign again. For the third time in less than a month, Mr. DeSantis' campaign announced a major restructuring, this time removing its embattled campaign manager, Janira Peck, and replacing her with a loyalist from the governor's office as he continues to search for a campaign team and a political message that can compete with former President Donald Trump. The reorganization, in which a top official at the main DeSantis PAC will also take on an influential role inside the campaign. He's laying off a lot of other people, they said.
He's not that much money.
Financial worries. He's not raising as much money as he wanted. And a shift in strategy, it says, who is increasingly banking on an Ohio or bust approach. Well, if he gets his city, he's good. I mean, his state. Florida is huge.
Anna's saying he's losing people in his state.
If you lose your state,
I think the whole thing with, I think he was nipping at the Disney thing.
He needs to let that go.
He was nipping at the not the transgenders, but the drag queens, and then not being able to read in the school. You know, books. He started hurting with books. He's hurting more with critical race theory, hurting more with college.
I don't think so.
College level.
Because we wouldn't have voted for him anyway. You know where I think that's hurting him? What? Disney is hurting him because Republicans are business. And you don't attack a business that gives to a lot of Republicans.
It's like coming at NRA.
Him doing I think the Disney hurt him and abortion hurts him. Because a lot of Republicans they may not be pro-choice, but they believe in certain circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Like in incest or rape,
though community, and how hard
they wouldn't have voted for him anyway.
But I thought
he hurting his base,
and I think recently with Kamala Harris was even coming at with the whole thing about the school district, how they're changing their curriculum
saying
and all.
Slavery.
That's hurting him. Because we've all did well from slavery. We've all benefited.
Well, I'm saying
that was like the nail for some people, the icing on the cake.
Well, I'm saying kind of what this article is saying.
What?
So far, Mr. DeSantis and his message have failed to connect with the Republican primary voters or make a dent in Mr. Trump's sizable lead in the poll. Mr. DeSantis built his 2024 candidacy on the idea that he was more electable than Donald Trump. That's all he's been able to throw is that I'm more electable in the grand scape of things. Maybe that's what you're saying. In the general election, I'm more electable than Trump. But like you're saying, he's alienating everybody. Even black Republicans don't even like him.
Alyssa,
they don't like him for the slavery comment.
Alyssa on The View, she said she's had an opportunity to work with him in 2018. She said he wasn't like that. What changed this man? She said the comments he's making, going after LGBTQ, the abortion comments and stuff, and the race CRT, he's becoming the extreme.
I'm thinking of the Republican primary, but he's not thinking that. He's thinking in the general election. And you're right. In the general election, the people who are independent voters like us don't like him. Wow. And that's his problem.
Yeah.
It says he has yet to convince Republican voters. His donors have fretted about his hardline positions on abortion that could repel independent voters. he has said he can win, that he said he could win over. You can't. And while he is putting in the work to hold small town events, particularly in Iowa, he has not flashed the kind of personal magnetism to get like a larger crowd like Trump. Would people even show up if he had a campaign?
That's true. Or boo him.
Let's see what his new campaign manager is going to do.
They got to clean up a lot.
Rather than ripping the Band-Aid all at once, Mr. DeSantis' campaign has made successful rounds of changing in recent weeks that have been an enduring distraction as he tries to reverse his decline in the polls. He has taken 2 bus trips to Iowa. He's doing everything for Iowa. I think the only thing that's going to help him is that he has to come back and say, I'm wrong. I need to think about what other people think about.
But he's still trying to, he's still, like we were talking today about those candidates that are running that are not being negative about the whole Trump thing. And they're being real careful about why are they coming at him? Now, that kind of conversation. And he's even saying that as well.
Now, it did say this. Maybe this is what his campaign manager is going to zero in on. As bad as he is, they still think he's a better matchup against Biden than Trump. I agree.
God, no.
People hate Trump.
Kim.
You think they'll vote for Trump?
I would, you know what? I don't want to even say this. If I had a choice
between DeSantis
and Trump, crazy, I'll do Trump.
Well, you Trump because you know he's gonna go to jail or he may not.
But we know Trump's crazy as far as what he's done and hasn't done, and it's about him anyway.
I think also with Trump, you know, the Republicans don't like him in the House and the Senate. And DeSantis is smart enough to get stuff passed.
Right.
Trump is a moron.
You made a good comment today. It's a reminder because everybody's still talking in the news about those certain candidates like Tim Scott and all of them who are still running, tiptoeing.
They don't want to offend Trump because they know he's going to win. They know he's going to win the Republican
he has a high
nominee.
Percentage.
They want to be in his cabinet or they want to be vice president.
There we go.
Because a couple of lawyers did say if Trump is convicted of any of these felonies, he has to be convicted of one. There's so many of them coming, it's ridiculous. They say he won't be able to serve. He won't be able to serve
as this.
He can still be president and win, but he won't be able to serve because he can't leave Mar-a-Lago.
And people like Tim Scott will be,
and he'll have to give up his presidency to his vice president. So that's what they want. They want to be the vice president who will become president.
And the other positions in the cabinet.
Or a cabinet.
Remember when Ben Carson, what's his name?
Yeah.
When he was running.
Yeah.
He got a little position.
Yeah, exactly.
Omarosa, she wasn't running, but she got a little position.
That's why they take it. They are not saying anything.
They want to be a part of that cabinet because who's going to actually step up and be a part of that cabinet when he does win?
All right, y'all. What y'all been saying?
Okay.
What is DeSantis saying about it? Okay. Colleen says they made a version of Lift Every Voice for that, the fighting. Emerald says he definitely needed to do that. Now he lost his steam. Yeah. The critical race theory, Disney, abortion rights, definitely. And she said Trump is a wild card and runs off script. Yeah. That's the only reason why I'm nervous about him, because when Lenora was saying him over DeSantis, because I don't both of them. I can't see both of them. I don't want
DeSantis though.
Catalina says I'm with Lenora on voting Trump, not DeSantis.
DeSantis is a lawyer, very smart man. He will get some stuff done and change. Trump will still be about himself. So anything they come at him, can I glean from this? Can I shine in this?
He is a wild card, like Emerald said, but you don't know if he's going to be a wild card in your favor or a wild card.
There we go. With
him, you don't know.
He's not smart. He's not the smartest man.
But you got to think about for Black people, though, y'all. Trump ain't going to bother you.
Yeah. And he ain't going to bother your business if you got a person
privately
owned business.
He's not going to bother HBCUs. He's not going to bother none of y'all businesses. He's not going to bother y'all education.
DeSantis will.
That's the only thing that I'm saying with Trump is
anything Black race, anything. Oh no,
he don't care about y'all. No, he care about money.
Yeah,
that's it. Money. If you making me money,
yeah.
DeSantis.
Okay.
And then even with the abortion thing, Trump would be like, I don't care what y'all want. If it's a case of incest or
he can care less
What
about
do y'all
any of them.
want?
Remember, he holds the Bible upside down. He has no
DeSantis
clue.
cares. Yeah. Kalina says, better the beast that you know than the beast that you don't know. That's true. I told you he's the bull in the White House. You know it's a bull in there.
But we know this beast. We know his ups and downs, his ins and outs. It's crazy. It's not
true.
crazy. DeSantis,
You don't know.
I don't know.
All right. And he gets drunk with power. So imagine president.
Ooh.
He'd be worse. All right. Wayne Brady.
Okay.
Is in the news. Wayne Brady is opening up about his sexuality and revealing that he identifies as pansexual.